Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to start with a question that may surprise many of you. Is it really true that boiled eggs, one of the simplest foods we consider healthy, can quietly contribute to kidney strain, unpleasant body odor, or even heart problems if eaten the wrong way? At first, this sounds like one of those exaggerated health rumors we often hear on social media or family group chats. But today, I'm not here to talk about rumors. I'm here to talk about medical facts, scientific studies, and what I've seen firsthand through real-life health cases. Boiled eggs are often praised as a perfect food. Affordable, easy to prepare, rich in protein, and commonly recommended, especially for older adults. But like many powerful foods, their benefits depend entirely on how often, and by whom they are consumed. For many people over the age of 55 or 60, the body changes in ways we don't always notice immediately. Muscle mass slowly declines, energy levels drop, digestion weakens, and nutrient absorption becomes less efficient. In this phase of life, people often turn to foods that promise strength and recovery, and boiled eggs are usually at the top of that list. And to be fair, boiled eggs do offer remarkable benefits. Just one egg contains high-quality protein that helps repair muscles, supports immunity, and maintains overall strength. This is especially important because age-related muscle loss, known medically as sarcopenia, can increase the risk of weakness, imbalance, and falls. But here's where most people make a mistake. They assume that more is always better. Many older adults begin eating boiled eggs daily, sometimes even twice a day, without understanding whether their body can actually handle that amount of protein. At first, they may feel more energetic. But weeks later, subtle symptoms begin to appear: bloating, heaviness, digestive discomfort, unusual fatigue, or changes in urine patterns. These signs are often ignored or blamed on old age. But in reality, they can be early warnings that the body is struggling to adapt. You see, protein metabolism puts extra workload on the kidneys. When kidney function naturally declines with age, which is very common, excessive protein intake can quietly increase waste products in the blood. This doesn't happen overnight. It builds slowly, silently. That's why today's discussion is not about fear, it's about balance and awareness. Boiled eggs are not the enemy. In fact, when used correctly, they can be one of the most valuable foods for maintaining strength, mental clarity, and independence as we age. But without proper knowledge, the same food can become a hidden burden on the body. In this series, we will break everything down step by step. When boiled eggs truly help, when they may cause harm, who should limit them, and how to eat them safely for long-term health, because real health is not about extremes. It's about understanding your body and feeding it wisely. Backhand index pointing right. In the next part, I will explain how boiled eggs support muscle strength and mobility in older adults, and what science actually says about how much is enough. As we grow older, one of the most silent yet dangerous changes in the body is muscle loss. It doesn't happen suddenly, and that's why many people underestimate it. You may notice it as feeling weaker when standing up, getting tired faster while walking, or losing balance more easily than before. A single boiled egg contains around 6 to 7 grams of complete, high-quality protein. This means it provides all the essential amino acids the body needs to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. For older adults, this is extremely important because aging muscles respond less efficiently to protein compared to younger bodies. In simple terms, the body needs better quality protein, not just more food. Boiled eggs are especially valuable because their protein is easy to digest and absorb. Unlike heavily processed meats or fried foods, boiled eggs don't overload the digestive system when prepared properly. Scientific research has shown that older adults who include moderate amounts of egg protein in their weekly diet, combined with light physical activity such as walking or gentle stretching, experience better muscle retention and improved physical stability. But here's the key point many people miss: protein works best when it's balanced, not excessive. Some people believe eating eggs every single day will speed up muscle recovery. In reality, overconsumption can strain digestion and kidneys, especially in older adults whose organ function may already be reduced. The goal is consistency, not overload. For most healthy seniors, consuming boiled eggs 3 to 4 times per week is enough to support muscle maintenance when paired with movement. Even light activity, like morning walks, chair exercises, or slow stair climbing, helps the body use protein more effectively. Another important detail is timing. Eating boiled eggs earlier in the day allows the body more time to digest and utilize the protein. Many people feel heavier or uncomfortable when high-protein foods are eaten late at night, especially as digestion slows with age. Also, eggs should never be eaten alone as the only nutrient source. Pairing them with vegetables adds fiber, which improves digestion and reduces strain on the gut. Simple combinations like boiled eggs with leafy greens or clear vegetable soups work best. Muscle health after 60 is not about building a bodybuilder's physique. It's about maintaining independence, being able to stand, walk, lift, and live without constant assistance. Boiled eggs can be a powerful ally in that journey, but only when used with awareness. Backhand index pointing right. In the next part, I will explain how boiled eggs affect the brain, memory, and mental clarity, and why many older adults notice better focus when they eat them correctly. As people grow older, physical weakness is not the only concern. One of the most common fears I hear is this: why am I becoming more forgetful? Why does my mind feel slower than it used to? Many assume memory decline is a natural and unavoidable part of aging. While some changes are normal, significant mental fog, frequent forgetfulness, and reduced concentration are not something we should simply accept. Nutrition plays a much bigger role in brain health than most people realize, and this is where boiled eggs deserve serious attention. One of the most important nutrients for the aging brain is choline. Choline is essential for producing acetylcholine, a chemical messenger that allows brain cells to communicate with each other. This process directly affects memory, focus, and decision-making. Unfortunately, many older adults are unknowingly deficient in choline. As appetite decreases with age and diets become repetitive, foods rich in choline, like eggs, are often reduced or avoided. This can quietly contribute to memory problems over time. Here's the good news: one boiled egg provides roughly 1/3 of the daily choline requirement. That makes it one of the most efficient and accessible brain-supporting foods available. But choline is not working alone. Boiled eggs also contain vitamin B12, a nutrient that becomes harder to absorb as we age. Vitamin B12 is essential for protecting nerve fibers and maintaining the insulation around brain cells. When B12 levels drop, people may experience confusion, tingling sensations, poor concentration, and mental fatigue. Many older adults think these symptoms are just signs of aging. In reality, they are often signs of nutrient deficiency. Regular, moderate consumption of boiled eggs can help support both choline and B12 levels, which may explain why some people notice clearer thinking, better recall, and improved focus when eggs are included in their routine diet. However, moderation still matters. Eating eggs every single day is not necessary for brain health. The brain benefits most from consistent but balanced intake, combined with hydration, sleep, and mental activity. Another important point is how eggs are prepared. Boiled eggs are far superior to fried or heavily seasoned eggs when it comes to brain health. Excess fats, oils, and salt can reduce blood flow efficiency and increase inflammation, two things the aging brain does not need. Pairing boiled eggs with vegetables, whole foods, and adequate water intake creates an environment where the brain can actually use these nutrients effectively. It's also worth noting that brain health is not just about preventing memory loss. It's about maintaining independence, being able to manage daily tasks, remember appointments, and stay mentally engaged with life. Boiled eggs alone are not a cure. But when used wisely, they can be a supportive tool in preserving mental clarity as the years go by. Backhand index pointing right. In the next part, we will talk about something many people don't expect: how boiled eggs support eye health and vision, especially for those who struggle with night vision or blurry sight. As we get older, changes in vision often happen so gradually that we barely notice them at first. Reading small text becomes harder, night driving feels uncomfortable, lights seem too bright, or colors appear less vivid than before. Many people accept this as just aging, but in reality, nutrition plays a major role in how well our eyes age. One food that rarely gets credit for supporting vision is the boiled egg. Inside the yolk of a boiled egg are two powerful antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients are especially important because they concentrate in the retina, particularly in the macula, the part of the eye responsible for sharp, detailed vision. As we age, the macula becomes more vulnerable to damage from blue light, sunlight, and oxidative stress. Over time, this damage can contribute to blurred vision, poor night eyesight, and even age-related macular degeneration. Lutein and zeaxanthin act like natural protective filters. They help absorb harmful light before it damages sensitive eye tissues. What makes eggs special is that these antioxidants are more easily absorbed from eggs than from vegetables alone, because eggs naturally contain healthy fats that improve nutrient absorption. Boiled eggs also provide vitamin A, another essential nutrient for eye health. Vitamin A supports the retina's ability to adjust to changes in light. When levels are low, people may experience difficulty seeing in dim environments, a condition often called night blindness. Many people believe carrots are the only food that supports vision. While carrots are helpful, boiled eggs offer a unique combination of nutrients that work together to protect eyesight in aging adults. Another advantage of boiled eggs is their role in reducing eye fatigue. As blood circulation improves and inflammation decreases, the eyes feel less strained, especially during reading or screen use. However, once again, balance is key. Eating boiled eggs occasionally will not magically restore eyesight. Vision support comes from consistent habits over time, not quick fixes. Combining boiled eggs with leafy greens, proper hydration, regular eye checkups, and reduced screen exposure produces the best results. It's also important to avoid overcooking eggs until they become rubbery or dry, as excessive heat can reduce some nutrient availability. Gently boiled eggs preserve nutrients more effectively. For older adults, maintaining vision is not just about reading clearly, it's about safety, confidence, and independence. Clear eyesight helps prevent falls, improves mobility, and supports an active lifestyle. Boiled eggs, when consumed wisely, can quietly support this process without expensive supplements. Backhand index pointing right. In the next part, we will address one of the most common fears surrounding eggs, cholesterol and heart health, and whether boiled eggs truly increase heart disease risk. Few foods have been as misunderstood as eggs when it comes to heart health. For decades, eggs were blamed for raising cholesterol and increasing the risk of heart disease. As a result, many older adults still avoid them out of fear. But modern research tells a more nuanced story. Yes, egg yolks contain cholesterol. One large egg has roughly 180 to 190 milligrams. At first glance, this number may sound alarming. But here's what many people don't realize: dietary cholesterol and blood cholesterol are not the same thing. The human body is remarkably intelligent. When we consume cholesterol from food, the liver often compensates by producing less of its own. For most healthy individuals, this natural adjustment prevents harmful cholesterol spikes. Large population studies have shown that, for the majority of people, eating boiled eggs in moderation does not significantly increase the risk of heart disease or stroke. In fact, eggs can improve the balance between good HDL cholesterol and bad LDL cholesterol when consumed as part of a balanced diet. The real danger lies not in the egg itself, but in how it is prepared and what it is eaten with. Fried eggs cooked in butter or oil, paired with processed meats, refined carbohydrates, and sugary drinks, create a metabolic environment that promotes inflammation and cholesterol imbalance. Boiled eggs, on the other hand, contain no added fats and preserve the egg's natural nutritional profile. For older adults, heart health depends more on overall dietary patterns than on a single food item. Fiber intake, physical activity, hydration, sleep quality, and stress management all play critical roles. That said, there are important exceptions. Individuals with genetic cholesterol disorders, advanced cardiovascular disease, or poorly controlled diabetes may need stricter limits. For these people, egg consumption should always be discussed with a healthcare professional. For most seniors, however, boiled eggs eaten 3 to 4 times per week, combined with vegetables, whole foods, and adequate hydration, are generally considered safe and beneficial. Another often overlooked point is portion awareness. Eating multiple eggs in one sitting does not provide extra benefits. The body can only utilize a certain amount of nutrients at a time. Excess intake simply increases metabolic burden. Heart health is not about eliminating nutritious foods out of fear. It's about understanding context and making informed choices. Boiled eggs can be part of a heart-supportive diet when used wisely. Avoiding them entirely may actually lead to missed nutrients that the aging heart and blood vessels need. Backhand index pointing right. In the next part, we will explore how boiled eggs affect energy levels and anemia, and why many older adults feel less fatigued when eggs are included correctly in their meals. One of the most common complaints among older adults is persistent fatigue. Many people wake up feeling tired, lose energy quickly during the day, or feel sleepy even after minimal activity. This is often dismissed as just getting older, but in many cases, the real issue is nutritional deficiency, especially anemia. Anemia occurs when the body does not have enough healthy red blood cells to carry oxygen efficiently. When oxygen delivery drops, everything slows down, muscles weaken, concentration decreases, and even simple tasks feel exhausting. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing key nutrients involved in red blood cell production. These include vitamin B12, iron, and folate. Deficiency in any one of these can quietly drain energy over time. Boiled eggs play an important role here. While they are not the highest source of iron, boiled eggs provide a valuable combination of nutrients that support blood health. One egg contains vitamin B12, small amounts of iron, and folate, nutrients that work together to support red blood cell formation. Vitamin B12 deserves special attention. Absorption of B12 often declines with age due to reduced stomach acid or digestive issues. When B12 levels fall, people may experience fatigue, weakness, dizziness, numbness, and poor concentration. Regular, moderate intake of boiled eggs can help support B12 levels naturally, especially when combined with other nutrient-rich foods. Another advantage of boiled eggs is their digestibility. Compared to heavy meats or fried foods, eggs place less strain on the digestive system, allowing nutrients to be absorbed more efficiently, an important factor for seniors with sensitive digestion. However, eggs should never be relied upon as the only solution for low energy or anemia. Nutrition works best as a team. Pairing boiled eggs with leafy green vegetables, legumes, and vitamin C-rich foods such as tomatoes or citrus fruits improves iron absorption and overall blood health. Hydration also plays a key role, as even mild dehydration can worsen fatigue. It's also essential to recognize warning signs that require medical evaluation. If fatigue is persistent, accompanied by paleness, shortness of breath, rapid heartbeat, or frequent dizziness, blood tests are necessary. Self-treatment without diagnosis can delay proper care. Boiled eggs can support energy, but they cannot replace medical assessment when anemia is present. Another important caution is balance. Excessive protein intake, even from healthy foods, can strain the kidneys, particularly in older adults. That's why moderation remains critical. For most seniors, eating boiled eggs 2 to 4 times per week is sufficient to gain benefits without overload. Energy in later life does not come from stimulants or quick fixes. It comes from stable blood health, proper nutrition, gentle movement, and adequate rest. Boiled eggs can support this foundation when used thoughtfully. Backhand index pointing right. In the next part, we will discuss the hidden risks of overconsumption, including kidney strain, digestive issues, and body odor, and how to avoid these problems.
Up to this point, we've talked about the many benefits of boiled eggs for muscle strength, brain health, vision, heart function, and energy. But now it's time to discuss the other side, because even healthy foods can become harmful when consumed without limits. This is especially important for older adults. The first concern is kidney strain. Boiled eggs are rich in protein, and protein metabolism produces waste products such as urea and creatinine. In younger individuals with strong kidney function, this is rarely a problem. But after the age of 60, kidney efficiency naturally declines. Even in people who have never been diagnosed with kidney disease. When protein intake is consistently high, the kidneys are forced to work harder to filter these waste products. Over time, this can worsen kidney function, leading to fatigue, nausea, swelling, and abnormal blood test results. This does not mean eggs must be avoided, but it does mean they must be limited. For most seniors, consuming boiled eggs 3 to 4 times per week is sufficient. Eating them daily, especially in large quantities, offers no extra benefit and may increase risk. The second concern is digestive discomfort. As digestion slows with age, some people become sensitive to egg whites. Symptoms may include bloating, gas, nausea, or a heavy feeling after eating. These symptoms are often ignored or blamed on other foods, but eggs can be the trigger in some individuals. Listening to your body is essential. If discomfort occurs repeatedly after eating eggs, reducing frequency or portion size is wise. Another overlooked issue is food safety. Boiled eggs that are undercooked or left at room temperature for too long can become contaminated with bacteria such as Salmonella. For older adults, foodborne infections are not minor. They can lead to dehydration, hospitalization, and serious complications. Always boil eggs thoroughly and consume them shortly after preparation. Avoid storing peeled boiled eggs outside the refrigerator for extended periods. There is also a lesser-known effect related to excess choline intake. Choline, while beneficial in moderation, can cause strong body odor when consumed in excess. In the long term, extremely high choline intake may also contribute to vascular plaque formation in susceptible individuals. This again reinforces the importance of moderation. Boiled eggs are a tool, not a cure-all. Their impact depends on how responsibly they are used. Health is not built by overdoing one good thing. It's built by balance. In the final part, I will summarize everything and explain how to eat boiled eggs safely, who should limit them, and how to make them part of a long-term healthy routine.
Now that we've explored both the benefits and the risks, let's bring everything together in a clear and practical way. Boiled eggs are not a miracle food, but they are also not the enemy. When eaten wisely, they can support strength, mental clarity, vision, heart health, and energy, especially as we grow older. The key is knowing your body, respecting limits, and staying consistent rather than excessive. So how do you include boiled eggs safely in a long-term healthy lifestyle? First, let's talk about frequency. For most healthy older adults, boiled eggs are best consumed 3 to 4 times per week. This amount provides valuable nutrients without overloading the kidneys or digestive system. Eating more than this does not offer extra benefits and may quietly increase health risks over time. Second, pay attention to portion size. 1 egg at a time is enough. Eating multiple eggs in a single meal places unnecessary stress on the body. Remember, the body can only use a limited amount of nutrients at once. More is not better, balanced is better. Third, focus on preparation and food safety. Eggs should always be fully boiled and consumed fresh. Avoid half-cooked eggs, especially for seniors, as they carry a higher risk of infection. If you store boiled eggs, keep them refrigerated and avoid leaving them at room temperature for long periods. Fourth, never eat eggs in isolation as your only source of nutrition. Boiled eggs work best when paired with vegetables, fiber, and adequate hydration. This improves digestion, reduces strain on the kidneys, and enhances nutrient absorption. Simple combinations like boiled eggs with leafy greens, soups, or steamed vegetables are ideal. Fifth, listen to your body. If you notice bloating, nausea, heaviness, or discomfort after eating eggs, reduce the frequency or take a break. Everyone's digestion is different, especially with age. Health is personal, it's not one size fits all. Sixth, know when to be cautious. If you have kidney disease, severe cholesterol disorders, chronic digestive problems, or are taking long-term medications, always consult a healthcare professional before making eggs a regular part of your diet. Nutrition should support treatment, not interfere with it. Most importantly, understand this. Healthy aging is not about strict rules or fear-based eating. It's about making small, informed choices every day. Foods like boiled eggs are tools, how you use them determines whether they help or harm. A single boiled egg, eaten mindfully, can support independence, strength, and clarity well into later years. But no food replaces movement, hydration, rest, and medical guidance. Before I end, let me leave you with this reminder: don't wait until illness forces change. Take care of your body while it still supports you. If you found this video helpful, share it with someone you care about. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss future health guidance designed especially for you. Thank you for watching. Wishing you long life, steady strength, and lasting health.